You won't want to miss the big announcement we're about to make. Without further ado, take a seat back, unwind, and sip on a great cup of coffee as we have a lot to discuss. Let's get started. The price of Bitcoin is $83,724, down 10% over the last day. Ethereum is down 11%, trading at $2,104. As XRP, the USDT and USDC are both trading at 99 cents. Hey, it's still floating, trading over $2, holding the line and holding the 4. It is down 11.66%, closing at $2.35. The overall value of the cryptocurrency industry has returned to its peak of $2.7 trillion in 2020. Look, I'm not going to be upset if we can hold here, if this is the bottom, if this is the line. We will be well positioned for the future if XRP can maintain its value over $2. In just 2 seconds, we'll go into the charts, share our thoughts on where Bitcoin is headed and what we're keeping an eye on, and discuss XRP as well. And for your morning inspiration, here's a brief motivating tweet. Just letting you know, if you survive these grueling 40 or even 60 days, things are going to change soon. Loading is your blessing. The next 90 days will be an exciting time. Believe me, folks, just stay focused and follow the strategy. We are all going to be absolutely fine. Regardless of how fast, sluggish, or red the markets are at the beginning of the weekend, they may all turn around in an instant. These markets were able to wipe out all of the gains or losses that had taken place over the last 40 days in less than 14 hours. Yes, there has been a rectification. The pump has essentially been completely destroyed. Although I think the difference was about 6%, it is acceptable since it has demonstrated that we are capable of flipping, that we can rise as quickly as we fall, that these markets are not finished, and that an institutional bull run is imminent. It will hit differently. This will be one of those distinct bull runs. No, the bull run is still going strong. Do you believe that President Trump is implementing all of these measures, integrating cryptocurrency, and positioning the U.S. at the forefront of the industry merely to prevent the next bull run from starting 4 years after he leaves office? Everyone's lives will change over the next 4 years. They will generate wealth for future generations. You will notice a lot of zeros in your bank account that you never imagined were feasible as they reach numbers and figures. The future of money, which costs 58 Ethereum, comes next. This is accurate. You can research the transaction. One Ethereum transaction costs more than $125,000. And there you have it. What a complete farce. To see what we're looking at on this, we can look at TradingView. Let's get started. The charts were pulled up for us. What are we examining, then? Very easy. Every day. This is the daily chart for Bitcoin. The lowest price of $82,419, which we struck just above the Ripple line on this wick, is where Bitcoin is supported after retracing to the corrective price zone. A break over $86,647, the correction price, which is around where your tiny green squiggly is. For Bitcoin to keep rising, we must break through and retest your 8, which is your 8 moving average. Why is this the case? It's easy, actually. This candle was the one that formally started a downward trend in the market on February 15th, which is exactly here. Any upward movement is more likely to be interpreted as a rebound once a decline has been confirmed. Good news about the strategic reserve usually only lasts a short while. It's exactly what we just saw. Despite the incredible emotional roller coaster we just experienced in the last day, medium to long-term trends are still influenced by macroeconomic issues, such as how U.S. government laws are really implemented regarding the cryptocurrency business. What are we going to anticipate? What's going to happen next? 2 Federal Reserve beige books, weekly initial jobless claims, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI, the U.S. February ADP employment change, and, third, the seasonally adjusted U.S. February unemployment rate. This is the thing we are focusing on. Therefore, let's hope that Bitcoin breaks above the 8 EMA, or roughly 86,500, in the near to medium range. The ultimate breakout, which will be over 95,000 and put us back in the 97 to 100,000 region, can then be achieved by aiming for 91K. What does that mean for XRP, then? As you can see, we are still roughly 7% away from losing the full pump that we just observed if we take out our handy little ruler and check the percentage. Support is gathered around that dollar, as you can see. About $1.90 to $2 is supported by the first level. If that doesn't work, we'll be looking at $1.63 to $1.75. On XRP, that is what I am now focusing on. At this point, we are somewhat in uncharted territory, which is acceptable. I'll tell you what, sitting in no man's land isn't always a bad thing. And then we move back over to this because Crypto Insight says, look, XRP liquidity and open interest. Before the news about the strategic reserve, the XRP STOI was at this level. But for now, the price is setting up for a possible higher low. Looking at the format on this on a longer timescale, as we covered in yesterday's video, we can see that while there is still a tiny bit of liquidity below us, a significant quantity above us is blowing up. This is all sitting liquidity, right here in the purple on your right. As you can see, a sizable portion of it is sitting between the $1.90 to $1.60 range, which is what we call the $1.60. We just went over the trading view and prices with you. What did we see? $1.60 to $1.75, followed by $1.90 to $2. We can thus observe the liquidity precisely where our support is located. What then do I anticipate happening? In my opinion, we will sweep the floors and the liquidity before making the move upward. As you can see, there is not a lot of liquidity present, and neither is the $3 to $2.40 range. However, you can see that the liquidity zones continue to creep as we surpass $3. What can I expect, then? The lows are swept by us. Therefore, we use the liquidity to get rid of these prices down here, and then we take off and break out to the upside. Look, says Dr. Federer, the bottom of wave 2 is in. We're holding out for XRP to surpass $2.60. Prepare for a new all-time high as soon as $2.32 and $2.22 are held. He is calling above $5, which is near $6 XRP in the short run, as you are aware. His gaze is focused on that. This Friday is the day that everyone should be watching, and I've been receiving a lot of direct messages. It's intriguing because you never know who might be in your Twitter direct messages when you search for them, and there are some very trustworthy sources out there. They also informed me that there are whispers and rumblings that Trump and his administration team are about to make a big statement on Friday, proclaiming that Bitcoin and other U.S. cryptocurrencies will be free of capital taxes. You will witness the bull run finally begin to take off if this is indeed confirmed, whether it is this Friday or at some point in the upcoming weeks. Why is that? Because Bitcoin has no capital gains tax, you will see a lot of big money move from traditional markets to cryptocurrency markets. Why is that? Very easy. No capital gains tax, no taxes. People will save up to 20% as a result of this. What, then, will these institutions do? Whether it's only the ones that have been declared to be in the reserve or the ones that Trump has designated as U.S. crypto projects, such as AVAX, SUI, ONDO, Chainlink, TrumpCoin, and Molina Coin, they will begin purchasing these U.S. cryptos right away. The money will begin to pour into these. Be mindful of Friday. Trump is preparing food. Trump doesn't play around. Folks, this bull run is far from done. And we have one more lawsuit to go. Ripple v. SEC. That will be discussed in the upcoming video.